Welcome back, guys. In one of my previous videos, we were looking at the Makita Impacts and comparing those, and I got a couple suggestions from people that said, "Why don't you clean that up and put some brushes in it, and maybe it'll be good as new." And I thought, you know what? Why not? Let's do that. So uh, we got a set of brushes. Stick around, and this should be pretty interesting. All right, guys. So you are in my makeshift workshop, which is basically just a Connex that we use for storage right now. And I've just got a few tools and stuff kind of stacked in here. It's an absolute mess. I cannot wait to get back into an actual shop or garage or building or something where I actually have a little bit more room to do some things and I'm not constantly tripping over things. But we're going to get our impact. We're going to take a bolt. We're going to put a bolt in here. We're going to test what that impact force is before we do anything with that. And then we're going to see, what that reads. This is a Nico digital torque meter, and we're going to see, how tight we can get a nut on a bolt with the impact. Test it. We're going to go change the brushes, clean the thing up. We're going to come back. We're going to retest it and see if we got any improvement out of it. So it should be pretty interesting. I know this isn't like the most scientific way to do this, but let's see how it works. Had to go source a new battery, fresh off the charger. We got a 5 amp hour Makita battery, so that's what we're gonna do our test with. I have a 1/2 inch bit adapter here on an 11/16 socket. I don't care that it's not an impact socket. For this test, it's going to be just fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this grade 8 bolt. We're going to put it in the vise. We got a washer there. We're going to clamp this thing down. All right, so we're gonna lock this into our vise here. All right, and we are going to put our thing on there, and we're going to tighten it down. One, two, three. One, two, three. Okay, that was 3 rounds of 5 seconds tightening, and we're using 3-second rest periods in between. And now we're going to see what our torque reading is at. Okay. A measly 36.1 foot-pounds of peak force to loosen that nut from where the impact tightened it. Okay, so let's go change our brushes. All right, welcome back. Okay, so the screws out, we'll pull the cover off. All right, not too bad. I'm just visually inspecting this here and just seeing what's what. These just pull off. These little clips do, and then the brushes kind of come out. But the only thing we really need to worry about, is this spring here. So we're just gonna pull that about the way and pull our brushes. And honestly, I don't think they look that bad. But let's compare them with the new Makitas. So there's a lot of different companies that make these. If you're going to go through the trouble of doing this, which is not really that big a deal anyway, these things are cheap. Just buy the actual Makita, or whatever your tool brand is. Buy the actual replacement brushes. Don't get the cheap China ones. Okay, so we're just going to compare these. Wow. So it's actually quite a bit of difference there. Probably more than an eighth. A strong eighth, not quite 3/16 of the old brushes is gone. So this should make a pretty big difference. Easy breezy and beautiful. Well, that's no bueno. that old brush, maybe that was part of the problem. You know, it kind of came loose from the brush there, so maybe that was why this one was weak in the first place. Yeah, that second carbon brush had a lot of heat in it, and you know, kind of came apart in multiple pieces and cracked and was not doing good. This may be more of a significant difference than I was thinking. That actually looks pretty good. So we're gonna repeat our process here with our brush. So that's gonna go in like that. It feels like it's a little pinchy, just not as smooth on that back side. So a little bit of a tweak there, but not bad. Just making sure that that is okay. That feels much better. Just needed to just bend the thing that holds the brush holder, because it was just ever so slightly tweaked from probably from being overheated with the last brush, or it could have been my my technique for, you know, removing the old brush. Okay, we're gonna put the spring back now. So we're gonna just twist that up on and around and slide that down. There we go, to where it's on top of the brush. Same thing with the other side. Make sure we got good contact there. Okay, good. Okay, a little high temp grease on the bearing there, just a light coating on the back of this housing. It's really clean in there, so I don't anticipate that being a problem. Okay, so let's clean our tools up and we'll go back and we will actually test this. So let's put our battery in. Fingers crossed, let's make sure. All right. It actually sounds a little more healthy. All right, guys, welcome back to the shop. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Probably not the best thing to do to a new set of carbon brushes. You know, heating them up and all that, but okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Go. Okay, our peak force before the nut started moving was 60.2 foot-pounds. So I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but before, I forgot what it was. I'll have to look back in the video, but I think it was like 38 or 34 or something like that. So, wow. Huge difference. Wow. I was not expecting that, honestly. That was quite a big improvement in performance. The commenters on my last video where I had the impacts featured, I believe it was Alex Call and then Zero Joe 1. You guys were correct. So thanks for that recommendation. And I think I'm going to be pretty happy with the results, you know, which is a 65 or 66% improvement. So that's significant. Okay, so that's it. So thanks for watching, hanging out with me while I repaired that old Makita Impact. And if you were just as shocked with the results as I was, go ahead and toss a comment down, like and subscribe. Follow along for all the other crazy things that I'm going to probably do here in the near future. Thanks for following along, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.